to be free. I was born to be free.
Guys. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Listen, was that intro exaggerated? Yes. Was it necessary? Also, yes. Good morning, everybody. How we doing? How do I sound? Let's say hi to the chat. We got to talk. Today's going to be a little bit of a different stream than normal, guys. Well, let me just say good morning to everybody. DJgo, hello, sir. How are you? A Wild Rancid. Let's get it, boy. Dr. Burritos. I had a burrito for dinner last night. Doctor, thank you. There you go. What's up, guys? Good morning. Listen, that was a little bit dramatic. I know, okay? But I'm a dramatic kind of guy, man. Like, get over it. Get over it, guys. How do I sound, man? How do I sound? What's going on with the VIP access? First of all, good morning, everybody. Crypto Novo, welcome back. 3 days in a row, bro. I appreciate you appreciating. The genius, the way that the VIP works is after every single stream or every video, I purge you guys. So, stick around. You'll get a VIP code. Oh, they're already answering it. Chat already got you. Charan, good morning, my brother. Dave, hi, all Crypto Novas. Let's make money. Well, this was an unexpected twist. Y'all like that? Man, I just thought, like, listen, today we're going to be talking about... Today's a little bit of a different stream, guys. First of all, it's going to be way shorter. Okay, I got things to do today, so it's going to be very... expecting Tom and Jerry to run across. Listen, we got to chat, man. It's going to be a little bit of a different stream. It's going to be shorter. Maybe half an hour. It'll be different. But listen, man, we're still going to talk, okay? We're still going to talk. We're still going to talk. The title is not clickbait. The thumbnail is not clickbait. They are lying to you. Who is they? Guys, look. We've been talking about how Bitcoin is overextended for a long time, okay? We've been talking about this 4-hour order block down at 40K-ish for a long time. We've been trading within this sideways range now, doing absolutely nothing for, can anyone guess it? A long time, okay? We've been doing a bunch of nothing, and this is a very, very manipulated zone, okay? But it's a little bit more manipulated than just this zone. This entire past move to the upside has been manipulated. And what do I mean by that? So in the title, it says ETF or whatever, if I did the title correctly. I don't even know if that's what the title says. Yeah, Bitcoin ETF news. I want to go over this thing, which makes a lot of sense, and I have to give credit where credit's due, okay? Yesterday in the Discord, I posted this here, okay? I don't really watch other YouTubers, but this guy had a good take on it, okay? And so I have to give credit where credit's due. However, it's not very different from what I've been saying, okay? The entire range is manipulated, or entire past few months, couple months, have been manipulated, okay? We have had literally no, as in zero, retracements that are significant anyways for the past 2.5 months, 3 months, okay? We've had zero retracements. Everybody that knows here, okay, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, then you know. And I've been bearish, guys. I've been bearish since 38K, okay? Obviously, we went a lot higher. Obviously, we're in this range. Let's hide our boxes here. Actually, let's just come to a different chart so it's nice and clean. Okay, sure. I don't know what all this stuff is, but we've been in basically a complete uptrend, right? Nothing stopping it. No retracements whatsoever in the slightest. And so we're heavily manipulated, okay? We're heavily manipulated. There's no doubt about it, no denying about it, okay? This uptrend, giving us virtually no retracements, is concerning for quite a few reasons. But just like the video that I'm giving credit to, illustrated, technical analysis really, I mean, on the macro time frame, hasn't really played out at all, okay? We've had every reason to come down, and we haven't come down. In other words, this move is not driven by the charts, okay? There is nothing technical about this move, and we were talking about it for a long time. How long have we been talking about the liquidity down here? Okay? We've been talking about it for a very long time. I even made a video on or calling out, not calling out, it sounds bad, but calling out Crypto Face. Let's watch the video if you guys don't remember. Let's watch this again. I just shorted the exact top using your indicator market Cipher B, and my target is literally $30,000. Geo, are you crazy? That's like 30% away. Not as crazy as this. The day this happens, if I don't get stopped out, and right now my stop loss is above this high at 44386. If I don't get stopped out and we hit 30K, I am inviting myself onto your YouTube channel. And the day that it happens, my DMs are going to be wide open for your staff to reach out to me. I'm Gio, by the way. I will see you on that day.
Back to that shit.
Okay, and so I even made that video like relatively about at the top, and I've been saying like for a long time we've been manipulated, whatever, right? Whatever else. And so why am I even calling for 30K? Well, on top of the fact that there's a lot of liquidity beneath these lows and that everything seems to be going up only, we need to understand that as we have a lot of liquidity here, this is the kind of event where what's considered a what's the word? A black swan event may occur, right? Where we get a disgusting wick to the downside, only to then have our real pump, okay? Now, who is lying to you? Okay, because the title says they're lying to you. Who is lying to you? Every YouTuber right now is stupid bullish, okay? Every YouTuber is stupid bullish, and the keyword is stupid bullish, okay? That doesn't mean that we're gonna dump to 30K from now. That doesn't mean that I was right in my YouTube short and my call out to CryptoFace and Market Cipher. Doesn't mean I was right. But every YouTuber across the board, everybody across the board is stupid bullish right now. Not only are they stupid bullish, but they are attacking the more bearish, I guess, influencers, saying that they're stupid, which is the funny thing, okay? So that doesn't mean that we can't continue our move to the upside. We're going to talk about targets to the upside. Okay? Doesn't mean we can't go up, but it does mean that everybody's sentiment across the board is just euphoria is through the damn roof, okay? Euphoria is crazy high. The bulls are attacking the bears. That like saying, you know, unfollow anybody that's bearish. You guys are idiots and whatever. And look, Bitcoin can continue higher. Absolutely, it can. Okay. But that doesn't mean that you're smart for longing the top, especially if you're swing trading. Okay. I'm not talking to the scalpers. Obviously, we all scalp here. But I'm not talking about like, you know, look, right now we're at 42.5. If you decide to long and then tomorrow we're at 45K, congratulations, you were right. But that doesn't mean that it was a smart call, especially on a larger term time frame. Okay, doesn't mean you were right with the trade. Doesn't mean it was smart, and it definitely doesn't mean that you're stupid for thinking that price can go down. Because I want you guys, man, look, I teach you every day why the market moves the way that it does, and I just don't want you guys to be stupid. Okay, so don't think that it can only go up, because it can go down. Now, every YouTuber, myself included, I am guilty of this. One day we have a bullish thumbnail. One day we have a bearish thumbnail. Then you have a bullish, then you have a bearish. And if you go on my YouTube, it's the exact same thing. And I'm fully like, I'm guilty of it, right? They're lying to you. Breakout, Bitcoin trap. Santa Rally or thing. Breakout, targets, Bitcoin warning. I'm the same, okay? However, I want to explain this real quick, okay? I myself don't normally talk about news. We're going to talk about the ETF real quick, and then we're going to get into the charts. But I don't talk about news. I am not a news anchor, and I am not a newspaper, okay? I am not a newspaper. So I don't know about the news, and I don't care about the news. It doesn't mean a thing to me. I trade the charts. However, I do think that it is my responsibility as not a newspaper to inform you that technical analysis in itself on the grander scheme of things is not really playing out as much as it normally would, I would say. In other words, what I'm trying to illustrate to you is that this move is heavily driven by the ETF news. Okay, so it is a manipulated move. It is heavily driven by the ETF news. How is this a manipulated move? What does this entail essentially? People don't care about the technicals right now. And again, full credit where credit's due. If you guys want to watch the video, come and watch this. This guy said it best. I've been saying it for a long time, but he said it really well. And so I just want to reiterate it kind of in a different perspective. But I've been saying this, okay? People don't care about the technicals right now. People don't care about the chart. People have no problem longing up here, even though this looks as horrible as it looks on the higher term time frames. Anybody that tells you this is bullish has no idea what they're doing. Yes, okay, fine. It went up. They were right. Cool. But were they right about, like, okay, remember, trading, whether you're swing trading or scalping, is just a balance of probabilities. Okay, and so let's just say back in November, you decided that you wanted to long. Okay, let's just say you wanted to long, and let's just say you were targeting, I don't know, 43K. Your stop loss would honestly have to be down here, right? If you're longing up here, your stop loss would have to be down here. And so, I mean, we could even extend it. Let's just say you're targeting 50K, right? Let's just say you're targeting 50K. For whatever reason you think 50K is going to be, your trade is 1-to-1. So, I mean, there's a way you could trade like this if you choose to. I don't like to trade like this. I think a 1-to-1 is absolutely abysmal. But my point to today's stream, guys, which is a little bit different because I'm not a newspaper. But my point to it is that this ETF stuff, this crazy like fiasco, whatever, with this ETF potential is causing the price to not go down, okay? And nobody cares about the technicals. So the people that are trading that would normally this would give you a nice retracement bigger than what we got, okay? Bigger than a 9, that's nothing. Normally we would have liquidity swept, and because of the ETF news, we have no liquidity across any of these significant time frames swept, okay? So that's very important. Very important to know. Let me check the comments real quick. The intro looks like market maker manipulated the market. Man, there's manipulation everywhere, bro. Okay. I want to address this. Now, people are so bullish on this ETF. Geo this time, well, they don't say it to me because I'm not a newspaper. This time is different. This time is different. The ETF, you know, this, that, whatever. Guys, this time is not different. I've said it. It's not different, and it will never be different. Why is it not different? Because the market is moved by money. Remember, it's a business. Market makers are going to attack your liquidity, period. And so if you have this mindset in that things are not going to, that things are not going to be different, it's going to be a lot more beneficial to you. And instead of focusing on all the bullish sentiment across the world, you start to use your brain and think about why the market moves the way that it does. It's going to be a lot more beneficial to you. Okay, this BlackRock, look, if BlackRock knew that this ETF was going to get approved, and by the way, BlackRock are the elites, obviously, okay? BlackRock are the elites. I only have two things to say about BlackRock. Number one, if you are an elite, would you want anybody else to become elite, or would you rather stay on the top? If you say you would let others get to the top too, you're lying and you're an idiot, okay? So that's number one. And number two, if you think that BlackRock is not informed, remember, they are the elites. They run the world. If you think that they're not informed about this ETF prior to this ETF actually happening, then you're in over your head. They're probably the ones that confirm or deny the ETF, okay? They run the world. And so why on earth would BlackRock buy up here or buy up here when they knew that this would happen and they could have bought down here? Think, guys, use your brains, okay? This is not a charity. So anybody that tries to tell you this time is different and the BlackRock ETF is going to pump it to a new stratosphere, this, that, and the other, they don't know what they're talking about. No elites would allow for other people to get to the top of the game, okay? So just keep that in mind when we are analyzing this chart. Now, still, we're going to do what we do, man, and we are going to play the range as we do. So this is our current range. Very clearly, we are going to long it. We are going to short it. There's no doubt about it. However, I want to just clarify based on all of, I don't want to say FUD, the opposite of FUD, because the opposite of FUD is happening right now. Everywhere you look, it's so bullish. And not only is it super, super bullish, but the bulls are like slandering the bears for even thinking of the possibility of price going down. And when I see that, that is like, oh man, we gotta run, man. We gotta run. All right. So that's the manipulation on the long-term time frames. Guys, I stream every single day. If you're new here, by the way, I'm Geo. I stream every day, basically. I post videos every day, and I give you guys the sauce, as the New Yorkers say. Not that I'm from New York. But, I mean, look. Again, doesn't mean we can't go up. But you just got to be aware that we can go down. Yeah, this time is different. It's the most retail thing ever. I agree, man. I agree. Hey, Gio, this time is different. But it's not different in the way all I'm talking about. It's time. BlackRock is here, and they're working with us. with us, the government central bank against. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that zigzag. Look, I'll tell you this, bro. If price, look, actually, you know what? Let me continue the narrative here real quick. Let me continue the narrative here. It's very simple. Okay, it's very, very simple. We are in this range. We still have not swept. We actually haven't not swept any liquidity. We swept liquidity to the upside. We have not swept liquidity to the downside. Okay, we have not swept liquidity. So let's come to our real chart. Let's come to our real chart here. Yeah, we can catch a couple scalps here. Yes, this scalp, which I thought would have been an amazing scalp, we didn't actually make it up there. I wish we did, but we didn't. That's fine, right? Yes, we have other scalp longs that we could take here. Yes, this is a very important order block, right? Pay attention to this. But this is all the scalp stuff, right? Now, if we're talking about the more swing stuff, remember, what is our range? And we play every range and we're objective. We're not like the other YouTubers that are just straight bullish and have no, and slander those who think that, oh, there's no way that we're gonna go down. We can only go up, 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 up. Everyone that's even thinking of the possibility of going down is an idiot. No. Okay, we're not stupid like that. We are not as what I would call the retail zombies. Okay, we actually have brains. So let's look objectively now at the chart. Let's hide our zones. Right, let's hide our zones. Let's hide our order blocks for now. And let's just look at the range, just like we did earlier. Okay, let's just look at the range. We had our high and we swept the high. Okay, we SFP'd the high. Technically, when you SFP the high, right, your target is the low that put in the high. So on the 4-hour time frame, this was the target, and we hit the target perfectly. And actually, we got a massive wick to the downside. Cool, right? So you could say we swept some liquidity, right? Let's say on the 4-hour, you swept some liquidity. Not really on the 8-hour, though. Not really on the 8-hour, and definitely not like, I mean, all this that we've been talking about down here, right? The last form of liquidity that we swept, really, was this wick, which was way down here, okay? And then we didn't even tap any of these wicks down here. So my point to this is we're going to continue to play the range for sure, right? We're always going to play the range. But when you are playing the range, you need to be aware that the range obviously can break. But we need to keep in mind that when it comes to ranges, what happens normally is you have a range, right? You have price and you have your range, okay? And then what happens is price will usually sweep the low, sweep the high, whatever. And then we just extend the range, right? We extend the range. But it does sweep the high and it sweeps the low. Most of the time. This is normal range technical analysis. Now, again, remember, right now, technical analysis is a little bit weird because the price is not reflective of the analysis. The price is reflective of the news. And by the way, guys, again, I said it, I'm not a newspaper. We're going to talk about the news still. So let's be objective. While we are within this range, we did sweep the high, okay? So if you were going to plot the significant points, right? You have this as the first high. Let's make this yellow. You have this as the first high. We have this as the second high. And this could potentially be our third high of our Wyckoff, okay? And if I turn on my Wyckoff here, I posted this a long time ago. We're going to pause this song. We're going to go back real quick. We're going to go back because we're going to hit this hard real quick. When I posted this a week ago in my VIP section. By the way, guys, in case you don't know, I have a free Discord and I have a free VIP section where I give you guys the levels that I'm looking to trade, and I give you guys the way that market Cipher B looks. So, you know, make sure you join. And the way that you join is you DM my bot up here, the 4-digit code that you're going to hear throughout this stream. Today's going to be a shorter stream, guys, so I'll give you guys the code in a little bit. But anyways, look, so on 12/22, so 6 days ago, right? And I even posted on my YouTube, I posted this: accumulation, manipulation, expansion to the downside. And it's very much so looking like we might get that, right? We might get that. This looks like it could be a larger Wyckoff model right here, okay? Essentially, setting the price down, and the target would really be this low, okay? This also helps build our narrative in that when you have a range, you are likely to sweep liquidity on both sides of the range, okay? It's a macro range. We've been here for a while, but you are likely to sweep liquidity. We've already swept the liquidity to the high, on the high side, okay? But we haven't swept to the downside yet. So perhaps this manipulation just got extended a little bit further, and this expansion perhaps can start now, right? Can start from now. But we need to be aware that we can sweep the low. Just under us, okay? Just under us. This is all local stuff, guys. Just under us, we have this very important 4-hour order block, okay? Very important 4-hour order block, which can be the exact level that we are looking, excuse me, which could be the exact liquidity sweep needed to send the price higher, okay? So there's two ways that I see it right now. There's two things that I can see. Number one, and believe it or not, one way is going to be a lot more, one way is bullish and one way is bearish, despite what it may look like. Right now, if we continue higher without sweeping this low, I believe it is more bearish, okay? I believe it is more bearish. Once again, the sentiment across the board is bull, bull, bull. The bulls are attacking the bears. Up, 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 up only. No, we can't think like that. But we have to understand that on the longer term, on the higher term time frame, right? This is unsustainable. Despite what anyone thinks, this is unsustainable. Yes, we could continue higher, but the higher we go, the further we're going to fall, okay? So we have order blocks above us. I don't know if we're going to tap it because this looks like it could be a nice Wyckoff model, right? If we tap this 4-hour order block, which is possible, or this 12-hour order block, which is possible, I believe that this may be the high of the overall bear market rally. I do not believe this is a bull market. You guys, I've said that for a long time. I believe that this could be the high of the bear market rally, right? One of these 2 points. If we continue going higher, and especially if we do not sweep liquidity, if we come and we tap this 4-hour order block, and then we start to get acceptance back into the range, then I believe we may see higher prices and we may start to even look at our 48, 50K, potentially even area zones. Okay? So that is very important, guys. That is very, very important for you guys to be aware, right? We can sweep liquidity. We can. So you need to be aware. Don't be like the retail zombies that think up only, up only, up only, right? So for me, if we're going to continue higher, I want to see us come down, tap the 4-hour order block potentially, and then we can send price higher to these 4-hour order blocks, 12-hour order blocks within our macro resistance zone. Okay? Oh, Jay's in the chat. Jay, what's up, man? How you doing? Bro, thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't have to do that. I really appreciate it. Jay says good. Thumbnail. Bro, guys, give Jay some love. Let's get some ghosts in the chat. Let's get some ghost emojis right now in the chat for Jay. Thank you, bro. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it, man. Jay, you actually came just in time for the party, baby. You came just in time for the party. Let's get it, boys. Y'all know what to do, man. If I provided you value in any way, let's see those money bags and let's see those ghost emojis in the chat for our boy Jay. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Huge M head and shoulders. Guys, you already know, man. Shorter stream today, but we got one of 2 parties going on right now, and Jay's here. Let's get those ghost emojis. If I provided you value in any way, show your peers. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Let's see it, bro. Let's get those money bag emojis. If I've helped provide value, if I've made your life any better, let's see it, man. I appreciate all of you. Thank you again, Jay. Fire emojis. Ghost emojis, ghost emojis, ghost emojis, ghost emojis, ghost emojis. Money bags, money bags.
Money. Let's get money, motherfucker, get money.
Hey, we're getting some love, baby. Let's go.
Let's get money. Let's get money. Let's get money, motherfucker, get money.
All right, y'all. Let us carry on, man. Thank you guys for coming through for me. Look at that. We love to see that, baby. The ghost emojis and the money emojis. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Okay, guys, let's continue, man, because I don't got a lot of time today. Let's continue. That's so fire, bro. That's so fire. So fire. So fire. Okay, so look, right? We need to be aware, right? And so there's two. Basically, there's two. This is fire. Oh, this is cringe. Is that a cringe, son? I don't even know. See you, man. See you. Okay, listen. So there's two. Basically, there's two scenarios in my mind. Either we put in the high already or a significant high for us to come down and actually start sweeping some liquidity, which is why I made that video to crypto face, right? And I've said that. Obviously, we're going to continue playing the range, but it is what it is, right? Or the more bullish scenario is we come down, right? We come down, we sweep the low, we tap into this order block or another zone down here potentially, which if we start getting down there, we will look at levels that we could potentially long. And this is more macro stuff, guys. Obviously, I'm going to long in and out. We scalp. You guys get it, right? We know how it goes. But if we sweep the low and we SFP, especially if we SFP it on higher term time frames, 4-hour, 8-hour time frames, we SFP here, then I think we may have enough gas to then send the price higher. Okay? I think we might have the gas at that point to send the price higher, but I don't think right now we have the gas to really go higher, right? And so macro now, right? Like super giga macro. Where can we watch out for? 48K is a very significant zone. However, just like everybody was waiting for 13K, everybody is waiting for 48K, okay? And so I think one of two things are going to happen. I either think we're going to front run 48K. Potentially, we already put in the high, right? We potentially already did. We swept the liquidity. Everything makes sense for this to be a high, right? Doesn't mean it is the high, but I don't hate it if it is the high, right? And number two, or we could front run to like 46 or whatever, but I don't think we're going to stop at 48. So that's scenario number one. Scenario two is we completely blow through 48 and we stop at like, oh man, we could SFP these very important highs. We could come up to like 55K. Like we got order blocks up here as well. So as far as I'm concerned, on the more macro kind of scale of it, keeping in mind the BlackRock stuff and how everyone is super bullish and why would the elites, like why would BlackRock buy up here when they were buying at 20,000? Doesn't make any sense, right? And especially if we know the buy the rumor, sell the news, whatever, like that happens literally all the time. This is the hype of that. And we know that the charts are ignoring the technicals and all that and this, that, and the other, right? We need to be aware that, in my opinion anyway, there are one of two scenarios. We either front run 48 or we blow through 48, okay? And it really comes down to this line here, in my opinion. If we come down and we sweep this low, or any of these lows, man, which is possible, then I think we might have the gas to come and break out of 48K, potentially putting us up to like 55K even, okay? If we do not, right? If we SFP the high again and tap into this 4-hour order block, then I think we're going so down, man. And so the more bullish price action looks, the more bearish I will get because we haven't swept any liquidity. And yes, market structure triumphs liquidity, right? We're on a macro time scale, right? Like we're looking at the next few months. But we still need to be aware of it because this is exactly the type of price action that can give you a huge dump, as I mentioned, like a black swan event. And what better catalyst for our black swan event than this ETF news or some other crazy news? We're on the brink of war, right? Maybe it's that. So you got to think, man. You got to think. This is basically the narrative. If we come down first, I'll be more bullish, at least sweeping the low, potentially to come back up and look for a lower high. Essentially, we could do that and then come down. Or if we continue in this range sideways, we don't sweep any liquidity, especially to the downside, and we SFP the high again into this 4-hour order block, I will be like pretty confident that that is our like bear market rally high, at least for now. Okay. Now, one more thing, and then I'll look at BNB, bro. I see you, man. I see you. I see you. One more thing, and then we'll look at BNB. Okay. What do we know about market cipher? What's the number one rule when it comes to market cipher? The number one rule. How many times do I say it, bro? I say it so many times. The thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. Okay. it is very uncommon to have money flow this thick on the daily especially and not get an SFP or not get a divergence, right? And yes, we've had divergences on lower term time frames. Yes, we've had divergences on this entire move up. That is very true, right? We have already said that we've been ignoring technicals. However, locally, we do not have any divergences and money flow is extremely thick. In addition to that, 2-day money flow is also extremely thick, right? And so we need to always keep in our minds that the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. There is a reason why I made that video saying that Bitcoin's going to go to 30K and then we might take the high. Remember, that is me using this bullish scenario where we come down, we actually sweep some liquidity for the first time in 2.5 months, preferably down to here. Honestly, preferably down to here. If we come down to here, I will be way more bullish, right? I'm not bullish now. Again, locally, we're going to scalp in and out, but I'm not bullish now. So what can we expect to look at when money flows like this? The thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. When money flow is thick like this, if we start to get a massive pullback, right, we are very likely going to be putting in a nice red vector candle. And we know that because there's a lot of liquidity beneath us, we may get a minus 25%, a minus 30% day. We could get that, guys. In the healthiest bull market possible, we have minus 20% days. So don't think that it can't happen now. And so when money flows thick like this, and we haven't put in any divergences, and we just built the narrative saying that we might not have enough gas to go higher from here, we need to think, okay, we could get a massive red vector candle to the downside, maybe 2 vector candles, maybe 3. I don't know, right? This could be red. These could all be red vector candles. Excuse my my drawing. Okay, excuse that. So we might get 3 red vector candles, for example, to the downside. We know market makers like to move in 3s, right? So we could get 3 red vector candles, but what do we know about vectors? When vectors are down, or when we have red vector candles, the next green dot we get on Market Cipher could be the recovery of the vector candles. We need to always say this, right? This is the number 1 rule. The thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. When you get the green dot, hold on. I'm looking for my dot for the color. Okay. When you get the green dot on Market Cipher B, you always got to look to the left. So these are the vectors, right? You always got to look to the left and say that these vectors can get recovered. That's the second rule. Rule number 1, the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences. Rule number 2, when you see a dot, look to the left. If there are red vectors and you're a green dot, those red vectors could get recovered. So you can't be ignorant to it. And just like vice versa, when there's a red dot, you look to the left, this green dot could get recovered. You cannot be ignorant to it, okay? So if this happens, and by the way, guys, I gave this projection out literally a month ago. So if this happens, right, not only would we get a cheat sheet entry on the daily time frame, which will be very powerful. And I said it, man, a month ago, I did a Picasso. Did I pin it? I might have pinned it. Look. Oh, look at this, right? This is a month ago. Look. Cheat sheet entry. What I'm drawing here. The timing is off, obviously. The timing is off. But I gave the cheat sheet entry here, which is what I'm drawing right now. The cheat sheet entry here. And what day is this? What day did I post this? I posted this in November, guys. Wait, where'd it go? Here. November 23rd, I posted this, okay? So we could come down, get a cheat sheet entry. And remember, the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. However, we have not diverged yet locally when it comes to the daily time frame. So we could come up, put in the real divergence here, right? We come down. These are the vectors. We get a nice daily cheat sheet entry. Then we come up to however high we go, potentially tapping into this, potentially tapping into this. I don't think we're going to stop at 48. I think we're going to either blow by 48 and 50 and potentially tap up to 55, or we're going to stop at like 46. Either way, whichever way it goes, if we stop at 46, let's just say you have your divergence there, right? And if you stop at 55, you have your divergence there. Either way. And so you need to think about these potentials more macroly, okay? More macroly, because the clues are there, man. And Market Cipher super powerful. As long as you remember, the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. And you remember that whenever you see a green dot or a red dot, you got to look to the left and find the vector candles, and that those could be recovered. You are going to be a lot more profitable, man. You're going to be a lot more in business. YouTube needs a weekly TA session from JC and Geo. Call it dueling treadmills. Yeah, I got my treadmill beside me. I'm not actually on it right now today. What's up, Gio? What's the full name of SFP you are using? Swing failure pattern, if that's what you're asking. Swing failure pattern. Guys, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I give you guys the levels that I'm looking at and the analysis, man. And I keep it objective. We trade the range. I long, I short, whatever, right? But I'm definitely not one of the retail zombies that just think up only. No way. No way, bro. Steve just posted a video saying within 20 days there will be a crash in Bitcoin. I don't know about fib rings. I don't know how to use that. People in the Discord have used it, but I'm not really quite sure. But yeah, the more I see people saying this time is different, the more I think the top is near. Guys, I made that video for a reason, right? And I'm going to get on Crypto Face's channel by that video. I guarantee it. Well, okay. I did get stopped out in the video, but I got stopped out by $100. RBG, I'm gonna go check out what Steve is saying. Cool. Let me know. Guys, if you haven't done so already, please like the stream. We got, how many people we got in here? Actually, don't even know. Let's pull her up, boy. Let us pull her up. We got 100 people in here, man. 100 people. 100 people and 43 likes. Is that right? Oh, wait. I'm on the wrong account. Hold on. Yeah, guys, my eyes are not deceiving me. We got 100 people in here and only 43 likes. So either half of you guys don't like me, or you guys don't like my analysis, or you don't like my voice, or you don't like my appearance, or you don't like something. So please do me a favor. Guys, I come up and I give you guys this fire, this sexy price action. I give it to you guys every single day. So make sure that you're doing me a solid, please, and hitting the like button for me. It really helps the algorithm, as they say. I don't know. All right, so real quick on Bitcoin before we come to BNB. I got you, Healing with Herb. I got you, but give me one real quick second. We did SFP this low, right? We are in range supply, but what do we know? Or sorry, range demand. But what do we know about market Cipher? I just said it many times. The thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. Okay, and so is this the low? It could be. But remember, the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. And so maybe you could get a nice scalp off of here. Maybe we will come down lower and look for our zones, right? Something like this. I'm not going to do TA locally because I don't have much time today on Bitcoin. Like I said, today's a different kind of stream. But I will update it in the VIP later for sure. Okay, let's talk about BNB real quick for my guy here. Where's BNB? BNB coin. All right. So BNB, wow. BNB's been on a bender, man. Whoa, okay. Okay, this is obviously, I haven't done TA on BNB in a very long time, so let's get rid of everything. Okay, that's very interesting. BNB is very interesting. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just make sure my trades are solid right now. I gotta manage my trades. BNB is you know what, guys? I got 91 people in here right now and only 56 likes. I will continue talking at 70 likes. I need 14 more likes. That's not a lot to ask for. I'm gonna put the music up until I get 14 more likes, and then I will continue talking. And actually, while I'm waiting for you guys to like it, thank you for doing that. While I am waiting for that, oh wow, man, Bitcoin is just crazy right now. We just went $100 down in 1 second. Whoa, look at that, man. Look at that. That's crazy. We literally just came $100 down in 1 second. Yeah, man, super manipulated, guys. Super manipulated. This is crazy. Guys, like the stream, and I will continue giving you guys the sexy price action. In the meantime, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Oh, hold on, let me just lower this real quick. Bam! Look how nice that looks. Guys, also, I appreciate you. If you are helping to support me in any way, I very much appreciate you. I got some affiliate links here. Obviously, MEXC is the #1 exchange, in my opinion, cheapest on fees, especially if you trade the way that I trade. It is really nice, man. It's really nice. Also, Market Cipher, 20% off. Discount code is TraderGeo. And if you sign up with my link, you will get, and you purchase the lifetime plan, you will get 1 year free access to my VIP Discord where I don't purge you guys, and you don't need to worry about that. So The links are there. The plugs are there. Thank you very much for everyone that helps support me. It really helps me make this channel what it is. I got big plans for 2024 on this channel. And yeah, thanks guys. Appreciate y'all. Love the baseline. Let's go, baby. Like the vid. Okay, how many likes are we at now? We got, okay, 68 likes. I need 7 more likes, baby. 7 more likes. 7 more likes and I'll continue. Joe bought Market Cipher again after being away from the charts since 2021. Nice, man. It's a game changer, bro. I have a Market Cipher video coming out today. I know I said that yesterday, but I didn't upload it because of internal reasons. I got another Market Cipher video coming out today, so make sure you watch that when it comes out. Thanks for the Market Cipher tutorials. This time, you're hopeful and more disciplined. Bro, discipline is the game, man. Discipline is the game. Healing with Herb is long since 320. Nice, bro. I'm long, I don't know where I'm long from. Where am I long from? I got many accounts. I'm long from a lot lower. I'm long from like 41K. I believe I'm long from like from this wick. Actually, we took this long together on stream. This long right here. And I took profits up here and now the rest of the stop loss at the entry. God is in the chat. God, welcome back, bro. Okay, what are the likes at? Man, y'all gotta hit the like button. 2 more, man. 2 more and I'll continue because I gotta go. So 2 more likes and then I'll continue. We'll talk about BNB real quick. But guys, so you can see like, you know, how you build your overall narrative. You see how I do this every day? This is what you guys got to do on your own when I'm not around, you know? Build a narrative, man. Don't listen to the noise. Do not listen to the noise. Okay, so I trust that you guys are going to hit the like. 2 more people are going to hit it. So I'm going to start talking from now. I appreciate you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's talk about BNB, man. Let's talk about BNB. So BNB, kind of like the other coins here, are breaking out, okay? BNB has a massive run. Right now, what are we on? Oh, actually, this is not that massive of a move. It looked a lot bigger. Yeah, it looked a lot bigger. Okay, let's come on the daily. Let's come on the daily. Wait, where's the BNB comment? There we go. Please check BNB. Okay. So BNB is kind of breaking out. BNB is sweeping some liquidity right now, okay? On the daily time frame, like all these alts, BNB is looking bullish. Now, I want to remind you, okay? Want to remind you all that, for the most part, these alts are going to follow Bitcoin. Not in the sense of Bitcoin is going to pump. Or, sorry, not in the sense that, like, if Bitcoin pumps, your alts are going to pump. Only, like, okay. I don't know what is wrong with my words. If Bitcoin is going to dump, your alts are likely going to dump as well. That's what I mean to say. If Bitcoin goes sideways, your alts can pump. If Bitcoin pumps, your alts will pump, okay? But if Bitcoin goes down, and we just built the narrative on Bitcoin, if Bitcoin goes down, then your alts are probably going to dump as well. Now, with BNB, we have 3 vectors on the daily time frame, and the third vector is a blue vector candle, okay? I have videos on vector candles, guys. Go watch them, okay? If you know anything about vectors, we know that the market makers like to move in 3s. 1, 2, 3. The third candle is indicating that tick volume is starting to slow down, meaning this may be, not exactly right now, I'm not saying short, don't be stupid, but we may be approaching a high here, okay? So this, in my opinion, daily close is going to be relatively important because right now it's a blue vector candle. However, in 7 hours and 45 minutes, it may be a green vector candle, indicating that tick volume has not necessarily slowed down. Again, it's going to depend on what Bitcoin is doing, okay? But we need to remember that. That's the very first thing that we need to keep in mind. Obviously, market structure is bullish on BNB. Obviously, we've had this impulsive move to the upside. Obviously, we could get a retracement. Obviously, we know the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. And so, obviously, we know that we haven't locally had any divergences yet. But wherever we get the high, we could come down, get some red vector candles on the way to the downside, for example, on wherever the low is. And then we could put in another high like that. Now, I'm not going to really speculate on where that might be, right? You could pull some fibs. You could do this, right? You could say you want to come down to here. Actually, this looks very nice to me anyways. because we do have what I would call a significant order block here. So let's go ahead and write that in. Order block daily. Okay. And remember, guys, I say this every single time. Okay, so we have a nice golden pocket there. We have a nice daily order block there, right? I say this every single time, guys. We also have an order block down here. Okay, so I say this every time. You need to look at where your altcoins are relative to Bitcoin. Okay, so remember, right now, this is a far move. Okay, it's a 20% move down. But we know that with Bitcoin dominance relatively high, okay, relatively high, we know that if Bitcoin dumps 3, 4, 5%, your alts will probably dump 10, 15, 20%. You need to keep this in mind, okay? And so, like, look at Solana, for example. It's down 7%, right? And I'm short from the exact top, by the way. Anyways, so, look. Remember to think about where your coin is relative to Bitcoin. If BNB is up here, and we know that Bitcoin might come down and tap this 4-hour order block, which is currently a, let's say, give or take 6-7% move to the downside, it makes sense that this point in the chart on Bitcoin would coincide well with this point in the chart on BNB, or this point, okay? So I just set 2 alerts, looking to potentially long it at that point. Now, just saying, okay? What do we have left in the way here? Well, we know that this is a significant SFP that we could take, right? We know that this is liquidity. So we're going to write SFP here, and we are going to add an alert here, okay? And we're going to write BTC, or not BTC, sorry, BNB daily SFP. So we know that we could SFP this high, and we already know that this move made sense because we had a lot of liquidity here. We got a lot of liquidity up here, okay? So we know this makes sense, right? Now let's go back in time and let's look at where potentially we could stop. Let's put the high in. So this horizontal line right now is the high. Let's go back in time and let's look at where we may stop if we're going to stop. Remember, this is how you build your narrative, okay? So price already tapped here. We got nothing on the daily there. We got nothing on the 18-hour there, okay? We got nothing on the 12. Not really anything on the 8. Okay, so it's looking like BNB already earlier this year, already mitigated the order blocks that we're coming up to right now, right? And so when you're building your narrative, you need to think, if these order blocks have already been mitigated, remember, price always moves for a reason. So if this order block has already been mitigated, these order blocks, then it's very, very likely, at least in my opinion, to come up and sweep this high. Remember, this is how we can decide, okay, is this going to be our long-term high? Probably not, right? Probably not. It's probably not going to be the long-term high because we know that we haven't tapped any significant order blocks, and we know that we can come up and sweep the liquidity above this high. And remember, price moves for a reason. Why would BNB come up and tap into an order block that we've already hit, that's already been mitigated? The money's already gone from there when there's money above here, right? Especially when we know that on the 1-hour time frame, the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences, okay? And yes, this is a significant wave, which we're going to talk about in a future video, so make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. But the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences, and so we could get something like this, come up, sweep the high, and SFP this high. So do I think this is the high for BNB? Probably not. Probably not. And it just shows you with how bullish it is, right? Bitcoin is down. The whole market is down, really. Not the whole market, but a lot of these coins are down. But BNB isn't really carrying. It's holding its own. It's not crazily pumping, but it's holding its own. And we have a red vector candle on the way down, right? Which means that's liquidity that could get recovered. So you just need to think about this stuff, okay? You need to think about this stuff. Where could it stop in the long term? Where could we SFP from, actually, is a better question. So we know that this line is our SFP line. Whoops. We know this line here is our SFP line, okay? And this is the high that we already put in. Cool. That's our SFP line. Let's come back. Let's look for order blocks. Very easy. Let's look for order blocks from in this zone. Okay, so this was a massive wick, right? We had a massive wick. So there's not really much going on in here. I would call this entire thing, because this is the buy to the sell. So I would call this entire zone an order block, right? I would call it an order block. So it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Where could we SFP? Ooh, probably here. Maybe here. Now, remember, when you have a big move to the upside, the lower the time frame order blocks that you come to, right, the less likely that they are to work. However, we just need to be aware that it's there, okay? And so when we're looking for SFP, like places where we could SFP, we can absolutely say that this order block might be it, right? We're looking for a potential SFP. Things can get pretty, I've never used the word gnarly in my life, but we're going to use the word gnarly today. Things can get pretty gnarly up here and say that it might reject from this zone, right? And so that's kind of how you build your narrative on BNB or in general. Let's see if we have any fibs here as well. Yeah, so we're currently within our golden pocket and our 786. The 786, I mean, is a little bit further below than the order block here. But I mean, you could reject off of the 786 as well. So we'll put an alert there as well. We'll call this macro 786. And we'll say, all right, if market cipher looks like how we want it to look up here. That's what we'll do, actually. This is how we're going to get our short zone. We're going to do this. We're going to write macro 786. And we're going to write 10-minute OB above. Okay. So that's going to be basically our zone that we're looking for on BNB plus SFP. Plus SFP, right? That's basically what we're looking at on BNB. If we start to close above this level, then we're definitely going to come for this wick, in my opinion. But we will analyze based on the way market cipher, based on the way Bitcoin is looking at the time. Because remember, if Bitcoin dumps, it's very likely for all of your alts to dump as well. Gio's the type of guy that say he's streaming for 30 minutes and then streams for an hour. Yo, last week, you know what's funny, bro? Last week, I was like, I was going into the stream. I'm like, okay, this one I'm going to make shorter. I'm going to make this one shorter. I'm going to make this one shorter. That was the longest stream I've ever had. It was like 2 hours and 45 minutes. You can't like 10 times. I appreciate you anyways, man. You go later. We need Solana. I gave you Solana analysis yesterday. All right, guys. It's VIP code o'clock, all right? If you don't know, I have a VIP. I have a Discord section in my description. So join the Discord. I have a free VIP section, which you can join by DMing my GeoBot here, this handsome robot. The 4-digit codes that you're going to hear in every stream and every video. At the end of every video or or when I post a new video or I post a new stream, I purge everybody so you guys all get removed from VIP. And then you rejoin again by DMing my bot, the same handsome robot, the VIP code that you hear in every stream. The code for this stream is 6268. So head over to the Discord, type 6268. Okay, type 6268, and you will have access where I give you guys my kind of what I'm thinking about, where I think price is going to go. Yesterday, I gave quite a few updates on different altcoins. And so, you know what? God, here you go. I'm going to do this for you. Because you don't know how to use your resources properly. So I'll give you my Solana analysis. Okay, now Solana's a little bit different. Well, guys, I'm going to stop drawing the macro market structure because it's all the same, right? All the coins went up, so the daily is obviously bullish on it. Be right back. Okay, now Solana's a little bit different. Guys, I'm going to stop drawing the macro market structure because it's all the same, right? All the coins went up, so the daily is obviously bullish on everything. But we're going to talk about Solana, which is a little bit different. So 1 hour market structure, let's just dump this here. 1 hour market structure is currently bearish, okay? We have high, low, high, low, high, low, lower high, and then now we're pending, okay? So the only real levels to be watching are the 1 hour pending, which is at 115 and then 102, okay? Those are the only ones to be watching, which is going to determine essentially what our next move is. If we take the range, we can see that there's a value area high around the 1 hour pending BOS to the upside, and we're currently holding value area low, okay? Something notable. Now, if we take the volume based on the recent leg to the downside, you can see also we have another value area high. However, this value area low is coming in a little bit lower. So we're currently holding it, and volume theory suggests that if you break out of it and you come back into that volume, you are going to make your way to the top. If you make your way back to the top, this gives us good confluence with this 1 hour BOS section, we'll call it. If we do not SFP it, if we close it, I believe we may make our way up to 119, 120, where we have our 1 hour order block. This is the last order block until we touch the high. Let's get rid of the market structure. Last order block until we touch the high, okay? And so if we end up breaking this, in my opinion, we're coming to the high, and we can find a pretty decent move up to potentially 146 to 152. What is that level? That is a daily order block. And you guys got to remember, alts obviously move differently, but Solana is one of them that really moved a decent amount, okay? 485% in just 2 months. So I don't expect Solana to do much more than this. Technically, yes, it could, but I would be a little bit surprised if we don't get at least somewhat of a reaction off of this daily order block from, again, 146 to 151-ish. And it gives us perfect confluence with SFPing this level. So it will continue to depend on what happens with the rest of the market. But, you know, that is so far away, even from where we are now. That's a pretty decent percentage away, right? 40% away. So we'll talk about what happens beyond that level if we get there. Alerts are definitely going to be set. I have an alert on the SFP already, I believe. So alerts are set. And this is more macro stuff, guys. Obviously, I don't scalp these or I'm not posting scalp levels because that would take way too long for all these coins. But this is basically my analysis on Solana. Let's just jump down real quick on the lower term time frame and follow the structure. Let's just delete this guy. Just want to make sure that we're on the right page here. Okay, so even yeah, 15-minute structure is also bearish. So this is really the level to watch out for. I would not be super confident longing, honestly, until we come and take this high. And if we take this high, then however the chart is looking along the way, we will look for
By the way,
longs.
by the way, let me just add, if we come lower, I will feel comfortable longing also. Like, I mean, this is a no long zone.
You know, 1 hour so high.
I'm short on Sol, by the way.
We will look for longs because the chart hasn't developed yet, so I can't say anything about Solana besides that. But it does, like, the whole market looks kind of bullish. So, you know, the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences, as you know, and as I say it all the time. And this already, without my EMAs, looks like kind of a cheat sheet entry here. So we'll see what happens with Sol.
Yeah, man. So if you guys join the Discord and you join the VIP section, by the way, please do not post the codes in the general chat. I don't know if anyone did, but please don't do that. Keep it private. And these are the kind of updates you guys get, right? So I gave you guys yesterday Ethereum. I gave you guys Caspa. I gave you guys Bitcoin, obviously. I gave you guys the Doggy Coin, Dash, Aave, and I'll give you guys Link too. I'll play this because I need to drink
now,
water.
Link we went over on the live stream pretty extensively, so I'm just going to do a macro outtake. Obviously, again, like all the other alts, market Cipher B looks super bullish, man. So that's the same across the board. We do have a macro golden pocket right above these two SFP zones. I don't believe that we are going to take this SFP without taking the second one, okay? It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know why we would do that. Locally, we are in macro resistance, being that this is I think it's a maybe 3-day order block, but we're fighting it and we're looking bullish in it, right? If we dissect what's going on within the order block, you can see we rejected a couple times and we actually just put in a high, again right now, right? So we had low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And this actually looks like a nice Wyckoff model here to send the price higher, which it exactly did, and it already hit its order flow objective. So this is a good sign for Link. Now, if Link is going to get a rejection, in my opinion, we are going to probably SFP the high here, indicating to people that, okay, this may be a weak low and potentially trapping traders, okay? So if we SFP, right, if we put in a candle, we SFP here, people will be targeting this low. However, I don't know if we're necessarily going to come down to that low, because on higher term timeframes, it won't be considered, that won't be considered the low for an SFP. So we got to see if that made sense. So we got to see. Just above the second SFP, we have a macro golden pocket, okay? So we're going to set our first alert there. We'll put another alert on this SFP as well, but I'm way more interested in this guy than I am in just this one here, okay? It makes a lot more sense to me, especially in the long term. So maybe we get something like this. We break the order block, we SFP it, we come down a little bit, we'll find a place as price develops. Obviously, we don't know yet, like the same with all the other alts. I'm only giving the levels to the upside, not to the downside, because it's kind of hard. We don't have much to work with right now. And so wherever we could potentially find our high or low, we will then try to take it up, in which case I think here we could have a real rejection, or we could have a real rejection here. Again, it will depend on the health of the market. It will depend on Bitcoin, as I say every single time. But this area is a lot more interesting. We have a nice daily order block up here around 24.6 to 26.2, which is good confluence with our gold, like a more macro golden pocket, as well as kind of this local. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. All right, now let's shoot up there like top for Bitcoin. All your alts are also going to blow off top. And so this is a place in which it may blow off top. I don't think it's really necessary talking about any other levels on Link at this time. Right, just at this time, but I definitely don't see them not taking both of these SFPs. So, you know, if you are long on Link and you haven't already taken profit, I think you might be able to squeeze out another 11-12%, but again, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so that is you know, that's the kind of videos you can get on in the Discord, right? We got a Bitcoin quickie this morning that didn't exactly play out. That's fine, no problem at all. Idea's still there, right? Right, anyways, I give you guys the levels, whatever. Now, Mr. Artur, sir, I understand that the live streams, especially because they're so long, it's hard to get the VIP code. By the way, guys, if you didn't already catch it, the VIP code for this stream is 6268. Okay, so head over to the GeoBot and type 6268. I understand how it can be inconvenient, okay? You guys have jobs, you guys have families, other commitments. I get it, okay? And I will tell you this, again, I'm not a huge like New Year's resolution kind of guy, but it just so happens to be New Year's. But I've been working on the more analytical stuff of YouTube. I'm not going to bore you with that detail. The videos are going to be a lot more frequent, and they're going to be a lot more consistent. My goal is to post a video daily and live stream daily, meaning you guys might get purged twice a day, okay? So it's very inconvenient, and I understand that, okay? I understand that. If you want to pay for the inconvenience, you can, okay? So if you come over to here, to my wap.com here, okay, you can have access to my paid VIP for $13 a month. It is very, very cheap, and then you don't get purged, okay? So you won't have to deal with that if you choose to. If you want to keep the free approach, no problem. You'll get purged every time. You could still send my bot the 4-digit code, but this is a paid way if you want to kind of save yourself the inconvenience. And I give these updates all the time. I update you guys like 10, 15 times a day. Okay, maybe not 15. That's a little excessive, but maybe 10 times a day. So, yeah. By the way, guys, all the new people that just showed up today, welcome, man. We are happy to have you. Yeah, welcome. Okay, what's chat saying? Please link. Okay, so yeah, you get videos like that. I kind of like doing that where I let past me speak to you guys. And I'll keep doing video updates like that, guys, because I asked for feedback and you guys liked it, but I'll keep the video updates because it's a lot easier for me to explain it. It's a lot easier for me to explain it like verbally than for me to type all that out, right? It's way easier for me to build a narrative for you guys verbally, and obviously like on YouTube I can't just come on and stream and say it. So Discord is the place to be. JR San says you're worth it. Thank you, man. I very much appreciate that, bro. Thank you very much. Okay, guys, listen, I am long on Bitcoin from the setup I gave. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on Bitcoin, and I'm gonna update you guys in the VIP. But just remember, okay? I need you guys to remember, don't be stupid. Don't listen to the retail zombies. Build your narratives. Obviously, I'm here to help with your narratives. And yeah, I mean, I think that's it. That's all she wrote, guys. That's gonna be it for today's stream. I will catch you guys tomorrow on YouTube anyways, but I'll catch you guys today on the Discord. I'll see you guys later, guys. Peace out.
Set my heart on fire.